the same topic, I used to just remember my childhood one memory is there. So I just want to share the small memory to you all you guys. So when I'm in the child, I have my old elder brother is there. We have some small grocery shop is also there. So me and my brother is sitting and chatting in the small grocery shop, and one guy just came to my grocery shop, and that guy asked that, so is there anyone in the shop? He asked. So we said yes, we are there. He said, no, not you. I'm thinking of those big guys, big persons. You are like a small kid. I'm just asking your parents or someone big one else. He said, no one is available. I am only a person. Whatever you need, so you just ask me. He said, all the prices of your grocery shop here. My brother said, yes, I know all the prices. What you want to buy? He said. So that guy said, I want to buy one pack of basmati rice pack. So how much is the cost? My brother simply said it is a 15 rupees. Although actual price was a 10 rupees, but my brother said it was a 15 rupees. That guy said, why 15 rupees in the market? We are getting the 13 rupees only. We are getting you. Why you are just telling the 15 rupees? That guy said, okay, uncle, we'll do one thing. So I will make it give to the 10 rupees only, but don't reveal this price to anyone. So it will affect our business. That guy simply without second talk, he just ordered give me like a 4 packets to me, so that I will just take this money. Evening, my brother will come and he will take the rice packets to us. That's it. Deal was done. So what that customer is thinking was, so he thought he's taking with the lowest cost, even though it is the 15 rupees, but he's taken the 10 rupees because of the don't have the maturity of the small kid. But what this my brother has did was, all the price was at 10 rupees, but he sold the multiple quantity. And the customer is having the discount, and he's thinking that he got with the lower cost. That's why Amazon, Flipkart are doing. We are not interested to buy with actual price. Whenever some discounts are there, we are ready to go anywhere. That's why Amazon, Flipkart are doing the pretty good job. So then why I'm touching the same point was, whenever we want to become an entrepreneur, we need to establish that kind of a business skill. So if you don't have that kind of a business skill, so you can't be an entrepreneur. So first we need to try to improvise our business skill. Then you can able to sustain your entrepreneur skills. So that's the end of my topic today. Thanks for giving me the opportunity. By having Bharat and Supra.
Yeah, wonderful talk, Sasi. Always the best way to explain the content of a book is through your personal experience, right? Through personal examples. So that way we'll be able to connect more. Thank you so much for covering this, important topic of entrepreneur mindset. Yeah, thank you so much. And guys, this is a growth platform. So whenever the speaker is done with his talk, right? So appreciate him, the whatever points that you liked him, so that it'll help all of us to grow together, right? And thank you so much. Already I've seen a lot of comments from most of us. So let's appreciate each other.
And we can switch on our video if the network is good. So we also get to know each other well.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And next we'll go with Srikanth. Yeah.
Where is Sri? Okay, there he is.
Yes. So am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, fantastic evening, guys. So today I want to share about some kind of physical, you guys have seen some kind of physical diseases. So I want to share you guys with about the mental diseases. Recently, I came across 4 mental cancers. So I call them cancers. Within the book, they call it excusitis, the disease of excuse. So what we do is, in generic terms, in every place, no matter where you go, we'll use 4 kinds of excuses. The first one we call it is health excusitis. So what happens is, you want to start doing gym, you want to start doing workouts, reduce weight or gain muscle. So what we tell ourselves is, yesterday I did a whole set of workouts, so I'm tired, so I'm not gonna do today. Or what we're gonna say is, actually I have some health disorder where I cannot remember things because I'm not better than him, so I can't do the things well. So these kind of people, what they do is, they always look for some reasons to escape the work or they escape the reality. And the second kind of disease which we go through is intelligence excusitis. So what happens here is, I guess you guys have already guessed it. So we say, I'm not as smart as him. I don't know, because maybe we have got only 20% of the brain, because we usually get bargain, right? No, right? So we all get the same kind of brain which is given to us. It's just that we need to utilize it properly. And what we do is we just say that that guy is gifted, he has a lot of talent. So how did he got his talent? He got his talent through practice, hard work and stuff. And the third excuse we say is money. So we say, I don't have money to do this, I don't have that to do this, and these kind of excuses. And the last one we do, what we do is luck excuse it is. So luck is like what we usually do is we said this guy has a lot of luck. Because of the luck, this guy has done this and all. So and there's one more thing. Actually, I added money excuse it is. It was not mentioned in the book, but we do it usually. And the fifth one is age excuse it is. So what happens here is we usually say when we start something in the beginning, we'll say, I'm not old enough to do this. Like if I want to start some business, I'll say I'm not old enough. If I want to start something when I'm old, I'm going to say I'm not young enough. So all the time we're going to say reasons. So how do we solve these excuses is we need to accept some facts. So for the health excuses, you need to accept something that we will always make some reasons. So you need to stop making reasons. And then for the intelligence excuses, you need to accept the fact that everyone is equally intelligent and equally competent. And you need to work towards your success. When it comes to age excuses, it is never too late or never too early to do anything. You need to remember that. And finally, when it comes to the luck excuses, everyone gets some success based on their hard work. No one gets it based on their luck. So even though you feel like there is a certain person who is talking good with your boss and getting marks, it's not how it works. He is given that opportunity because he is doing very well at certain aspect. They use it to give him or grow him. So you need to accept these facts, then you can grow yourself in any point. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Wonderful, Sri. I always like the way you summarize, very large content into small points so that we'll be getting the gist of it, right? So good way to, summarize talk. Wonderfully covered about excusitis, right? Each of us would have thought of an excusitis, for not coming to this book club. But yeah, you all overcome that, cancer and you made it here. And thank you so much again, Srikanth, for this wonderful talk. And now, guys, we have an amazing speaker whom I personally like so much, and I always want to speak like him. And he is none other than Kiran. So he is with us here today after a long time, and we are very glad that he has given us some time for us, and he has come up with a very interesting topic. And don't miss out, guys. Open your all your ears and please close attention to Kiran.
And you can note down also.
Yes.
Those are very important.
Awesome. So good evening, guys. Thank you, Bharat and Supra, for inviting me again. I know I've not been so regular, but yeah, I thought you all are ready. You can really take it forward and create a huge impact. So for people who are new, I'm Kiran here. I'm alumni of IIT Kharagpur, and currently I work with a company called MediBuddy as into development and technology. And apart from that, yeah, my personal growth is one of a very important passion for myself. So been associated with PIM for almost 3+ years and been mentored by Vijay personally. So that's a privilege and responsibility for each one of us to really help others as well. So I have a very interesting topic because after 3-4 years, Vijay got something pretty interesting to our life, something called DISC. How many people who are new have heard this word called DISC? Not that DISC wala DISC. DISC is personality test, जो आपके personality के बारे में बात कर सकता है, and it talks about your personality. Anyone new before? If people who are not aware of it, they can raise their hand. What is DISC? I hope my voice is audible.
Looks, no, I guess Srikanth, Sasi, Samir, and Sai Vinith maybe.
Yeah, I think
Not
these
sure
4
about
people
the
will
other.
know. These 4 people are old people. They already are in touch with us. Anyway, the new people are very new. I'll just share my slide. Just a second. I hope my slide is visible. Great. So guys, let me tell you the importance of DISC first of all before even I go into the characteristics of DISC. I think almost 3-4 years back, pretty much when I was pretty new in my corporate as well as in life, उससे पहले तो हम लोग college में बहुत मस्ती करते थे. We never used to bother what personality what everyone had. I never used to care about anyone's personality, to be honest. And we always have I always used to look up to superheroes. Those were my favorites. If someone watched Dragon Ball Super, that's my favorite. If someone watched what is this Pokemon or something, uh, or Avengers or Superman or whatever you can call, I am a big comics fan. I'm a big superheroes fan. So all of my childhood, mostly I was, subconsciously programmed to become my own superhero, and that is when my personality got developed. So the reason I gave you this example, because most of your personality will be developed based on your childhood environment, based on your inputs, what you get from your childhood. So depending on that, with years of your time, your personality is developed. And that is when your core personality plus the personality which people perceive to you, what they see, and what you are internally when people are not around, is actually formed. And most of us are either victim, or we take it as a strength. So overall, if you see, disc personality is pretty simple. Now people are classified into four type of personality, and you could actually have a mix of personality as well. So it's nothing that you have only one kind of personality. So one is a dominant, which is, if you see in the screen, it is 3% of people in this world are dominant. And these people are the people which you see are very handpicked. Few people are leaders. So if you see all leaders, all you can see Narendra Modi or whatever, whoever leaders, a good leader who takes charge, who takes control. In fact, in your college, or in your childhood, in your maybe home, maybe you're living in a joint family, few people will be always there who always want to take control. If you want to plan a vacation, they will tell, oh, I'll do it, don't worry about it. Or if they want to if they want to speak in public, that person will come into the picture and you want to speak. Some people wants to take in control. In fact, in your office as well, think about it, why do we need managers? Because ideally, if you do our own job, we don't have to need any manager. But there is no ideal world because of the personality difference. Because if you see, there is a personality called S personality, which is 69% people are actually lazy, and they want a little bit push in the back to really make it happen. And it is not that they don't want to grow, they actually need support, or they actually need push from other person who is a dominating, who can control, and who can control you to make the project executed properly. And that is where the managers are needed. And most of the good managers are either dominant, because they will actually tell you what to do, they won't listen to you much, and they won't have much patience. They will expect you to do execute that project as it is. And definitely, if a manager is D, and I is something called influencer. So if a person loves to talk, a person who loves to communicate his ideas, who doesn't want to keep quiet somewhere. If you see, there are a lot of kids in our childhood, उनको बोलना बहुत पसंद है. In fact, even if they get angry, they'll speak. Even if they're not angry, then also they'll speak. They'll keep on speaking, keep on speaking, keep on speaking. They love to talk. They can't even keep quiet. So now you can see, if you can assess yourself, whether you love to be quiet or you love to talk. So if you love to talk and you want to convey your idea, convey whatever goes into your mind, probably you have some component of influencing personality as well, which is interactive. And these people are very, very fun loving, because if these people are there in your team, in your group, you will never get bored, trust me. If you are a person who always want to keep quiet, and if you want to have lunch in somewhere, bring a person called I, and he will speak whatever you want. He will speak all masalas currently market, and in the market, whatever it's running, and all this good things he will speak, and you will always have fun around him. But the problem with I is that he speaks so much, he can't take rejections. And if you maybe hurt him indirectly, directly, he will run away. He'll never show you his face again. So these people are very, very scared about rejections. And even dominant people are very, very impatient, because if they are like controllers. So my personality was more of a D and I. So I always believe in outcome. So if I don't see the outcome, then I don't care about the process. So that is my predominant personality. I'll show you my personality PDF as well. So these are the two aspect of it. The other is, the last one is C, which is called compliant. These people are people who are arts and craftsmen. You will see these people building a lot of stuff. They are research oriented. They go into complete detail, minute detail. If you see a good architecture building, good home, definitely that person has a very good C. But if a D or I guy becomes an architect, then probably you will find a lot of faultiness in his design, and he won't go into complete detail. And C are generally very, very detail oriented, and they really find hard to get recognized, because C people are something called perfectionist. Whatever you do, they want it to be all right. If it is not going into a perfect order, they will delay it, but then they will make it right. That is the challenge with C. Other challenge with C in terms of relationship while talking is that, man, they will think a lot. before speaking to you, if they're speaking one sentence, trust me, they've already assessed 50 times before. They've already assessed all the corners, tips and corner, and they've already assessed yeah, whatever I'm speaking, exactly right thing I'm speaking. They cannot be wrong. And they always want to be right when it comes to data. So these are the 3 to 4 personality traits I want to quickly summarize. I didn't go much detail into it, but yeah, you may have combination of personality as well. So let me show you mine so that you can understand. So if you see this graph, if you there are three types of scenarios. One is public perceptions. How I behave when I'm in public, and how I behave when I'm under stress or I'm under some serious stuff, whatever I'm doing, I don't know, and how I'm in a normal way. That is a mirror. Mirror is something called self-image. A normal way. How am I a normal person? If you see in my public perception while I speak in public, mostly I'm interactive. I'm definitely direct, so I don't beat around the bush. I generally come to the point quickly, and that is how it satisfies my soul. And sometimes while doing that I might miss out few details or as such, but yeah. So this is my public perception. So but when I'm in a stress perception, if you see my eye is already reduced, it is come to 0. So I generally don't talk. If I'm under stress, if I'm under a serious condition, I tend to keep quiet, and slowly my S component increases, because then I tend to think and relax, and it's more of being calm at stress position, and you don't take hasty decision at stress position. So if you're under stress, if you're taking hasty decision, then probably your C minus and your S is negative. So if your S or C is negative, that means you are bubbling with a lot of thoughts and you don't know what to do, and you quickly take some decision out of emotions, and that might happen when your C or S is very very less. But imagine if your I is high. If your I is high, C is minus in your stress position. That means, man, when you are under stress, you abuse a lot. So many things happen in the mind, and you can't stop it. You will give that other person left, right, center. Why to ye hai, wo hai, tere se ye. I'm just not using those words, but you will actually be very, very abusive. So this is a stress perception. Stress perception is very, very interesting though when you go in detail. The other is mirror perception. Mirror is something very normal. In a normal way, how do I react? So my normal and public perception is a little bit similar, but my normal way, I'm definitely D. If you see all of my 3 graphs, my D is constant. Almost it is around 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So I'm generally a direct personality. And if you see my I is also there in my normal perception. So when I'm normally interacting, if I'm normally there at home or anywhere, I speak. Yeah, previously I was not I at all. I was very 0, 0. But yeah, I've improved my speaking skills. So that is the reason my I is there. And if you see S and C, my S and C in public perception was negative, but in normally I have a more of a neutral to very, very less negative of S and C. So basically, yeah, for me, details are important, but not every time. So whatever, let's say some important work I do, I keep myself clear that where should I put my detailing and where should I put my normal patience level. So this is a basic level of understanding, guys. I didn't go much detail into it, but yeah, finally, before I ending, I'll just show you the last graph where you'll understand the power of having this disc profile is that you will exactly know your personality, where are you lacking, where you can focus on, and maybe what work you are currently doing, it is matching with your personality or not. Because imagine you are someone who always wants to keep quiet, you want to do a lot of R&D, and you got a job which is in sales and marketing, man. you are your brain will get smashed because you don't want to speak, and your personality is full of detailed, proper, practical kind of data you need. But when it comes to sales always talks about vision, right? Before things happen in reality, you talk about, oh, we'll do this, we'll do that, or whatever the sales profile is. So your personality and your profile may not match. Maybe then you have to work on your personality and then improve your sales and marketing skills as well. Okay, so this is how I wanted to share. I'll just share one thing just for everyone. So after I did my disc assessment with Vijay, so this was my communicating style. So my communicating style is concluder. So if you ever want to talk to me, because I'm talking in public, if you ever want to talk to me, always talk in terms of outcomes. If you talk to me, Kiran, I wanted to speak to you on this. So don't talk me all those in between wala masala. Even if you don't tell ki, even if you don't ask how am I doing, Kiran, I'm okay with it. I don't actually care. If you directly come to the point and tell Kiran, aisa aisa mera cheez chal raha hai, and if you can help me out, then I'll be love to. What point is, always talk to the point, and then you cover up with all the masalas you want to add. I'll be okay with it. But I'm just kidding. I'm improving my S personality. So if you see here, value to the group, I'm high energy, definitely can multitask. Yeah. Decisive. Yes, I definitely take decisions quickly. And positive characteristics in groups. Yeah, I'm instinctive, because after few years of time in a particular area, I'm more of instinctive personality. I have not prepared this topic yet, but because I've spoken already 1 or 2 times, I can still speak very influently because I've learned about it. I'm direct, decisive, innovative, communicator, overcome of a push, generally optimistic. Yes, acceptance. If you see my growth areas, personal growth areas for concluders, this is an area I need to put a lot of effort when it comes to listening. So in general, I'm not a listener. I don't have patience. So obviously I cannot listen much, because if I don't have patience, how will I listen? But overall, in the years in coming to PIM, I have focused my effort to create listening as my criteria, because I know if I'm a good listener, I can actually help people in a better way. For some people, it is natural. Maybe let's say Bharat. Bharat is the best example. Whenever I talk to Bharat, he's a good listener. For him, you don't have to put effort that whether to ask him whether good listener or not. But he's naturally a good listener. Definitely focus here and there varies with emotions. That is different case. But Bharat is a natural listener, and if you see his graph S will be always very, very high. His S will be very, very high. And other thing is that be attentive to other team members' ideas. Yes, definitely, because I have less patience. Generally, if some person is speaking his idea for 5 minutes, I don't have patience to comprehend. If it doesn't come to the bottom line, and take time to explain the whys of your statement. Now, because I feel I'm a bottom line person, I feel I catch things very fast as a concluder personality. I see things in my own way. I see ki if I talk to Bharat, he should understand me in 10 seconds. I don't have to explain any detail. You should just understand. If I speak to Supra, if I speak to Shahid or Shrikant, यार मुझे इतना डिटेल मत पूछो, मैं तुमको बॉटल में बता रहा हूँ ना, आउटकम बता रहा हूँ, 10 सेकंड में पकड़ लो. Now once you understand the 10-second outcome, if you get it, then I will enjoy speaking in more details. But that is a drawback for me, because everyone cannot be like that. 69% people are S people. So overall, if you see my summary, is that I have to actually develop more patience with people when it comes to relationship or whatever it is. And that is where my next level of growth is coming up. And whatever I told, it is whatever disc profile told. Now I'm more crystallized in my thought process. I knew it before. These were things I have to improve and all. But now, because I have in my profile in my hand, I'm more crystallized in terms of thought process. And after 2 to 3 years, when I take it again, I will exactly know whether I've really grown or not. And then you can, through your personality, you can identify a lot of your dreams as well, because most people dreams are derived from their personality. So this is why I wanted to talk. I hope it added some value. So just to summarize, disc profile, D direct, I influencing, S for stability, stable person, and C is for compliant, loves detailing. So for more detail, you can maybe check out the video. I've already made some video before. And thank you so much, Bharat. It was really nice talking to you. I know I took a little bit more time, but I thought it was important.
Thank you so much, Kiran, for touching on the disc, I would say, because there was a similar topic which I took long back, but disc is still more way transparent compared to that, I would say. Yeah, when Kiran was talking about Bharat, right? I'm very happy because Bharat has all those personality, and because I'm the opposite person, so someone should listen to me, right? So yeah. Anyway, thank you for covering that, Kiran, again. Yeah.
Yes, wonderfully covered. Actually, after disc evaluation, we actually got to know our personalities better, so that whenever we are communicating with each other or others, so we'll have back of your mind what kind of personality we are and how we need to act. So that we personally helped us a lot. And thank you so much, Kiran, for your taking your time and explaining this wonderful topic to us. Okay, and we have one more wonderful person here with us. We have Prosenjit. So he is a very young professional. He's an entrepreneur, and along with that, he is very experienced in IT as well. Yeah, and he is one of the PIM coaches, I would say. So he is with us here today to deliver a wonderful talk. So let me invite Prosenjit.
Welcome to the book club, Prashanjit.
Thank you, Bharat Supra, for a warm welcome. Thank you. So let me give you my introduction. I am Prosenjit. I am basically from Jamshedpur, but currently I am working as an IT analyst in Bhubaneswar. So I was listening to Kiran. My God, such an amazing tool, right? And he explained it so beautifully. So recently I also did mine, so I come in the 69%. So it is an amazing tool, right? He told one of the powerful tools of Peak Impact Mentorship. So today I also have a similar line in that I have a very interesting topic for you that will for sure empower you. So let me start with a question to ponder upon. If I ask you, what is holding you back from becoming successful? Think for a moment. To help you with it, let me share a powerful story. So recently I was going through some videos by God Gopal Das, and it is beautiful story and a very powerful story. So it started with a mountain area, right? It started in a mountain area. So at the top of the mountain, there was a eagle's nest. And below the mountain, there was a chicken farm. Okay. So one day what happened, the eagle laid a egg, hatched the egg. So one day an earthquake happened and the egg came down to the chicken farm. And there the chicken, due to some, they thought that it is their own egg, and some of the chickens felt, they sat on it and they hatched the egg. After a few days, a beautiful eagle came out, hatched out of the egg. So now what happened? The eagle was seeing all around him the chickens. So the eagle started to act like a chicken. The eagle, started to pick the grains from the ground. He used to fly, 1 feet height only. He didn't know that it can fly throughout the sky, such a great momentum, but he didn't know that because he was around chickens. So from the distance, the farmer was watching this, that from the inside, that eagle was trying to do something. It had some passion. He wanted to fly high, but it was unable to fly because the belief system was not there. Right. So one day, the farmer, what he did, he took him in the hand and left him in midair. Dom! He fell to the ground, and it was very, very painful for the eagle. Right. It was very painful. So the next day, he was unaware, means why the farmer did like that. It was confused. Why he's doing like that. So the next, after a few days, what he did, the farmer again took him to the top of the cliff. Now the eagle was very frightened. It was thinking, now, man, if I jump from here, I am going to die. So the next moment, what the farmer did was shocking. He took the neck of the eagle and it rotated it towards the sky. Till now, the eagle was only looking down, down, down. Why? Because he was around chickens, and chickens are always looking down. He has never seen the sky. He has never felt that energy, the burst of energy that was within him. Right. So the moment he folded the neck towards the sky, the eagle felt something within the rush within the body. The next moment, when he released him from his paws, the farmer, and let it go, it just throwed him outside the cliff. So out of mercy, the what he did, the eagle started to fly a little bit. And in the starting, the journey was very up and down. It was very uphill. He tried to just somehow prevent collide, and after a few days it was able to fly. So my friends, this story is all about, in life you also need a push. You also need the farmer, that means you also need a mentor in your life who will push you to a path of success. You yourself cannot do it alone. So you can ask me that all this inspiration, all this motivation, we can also get from YouTube videos and by Google also. So what is unique about Peak Impact Mentorship? So here you are assigned with personal mentors who can handhold you in your journey towards success. Like I myself, when I started my PIM journey around a year back, I could not even speak to 3 people around me. I was so shy. I was introvert, right? So once I became consistent in these book reading clubs and these PIM workshops, slowly and gradually, I started to share my knowledge. Means I started with 1 or 2 lines, what I learned, right? What I understood from what the speakers are telling. Then I read the 5 powerful PIM prescribed books. If you read it, my friends, your life will be changed forever. I can assure you that. So it also changed my perspective towards life. So I got connected with my personal mentors from PIM who made me realize my own true potential, not their potential, my own true potential they showed me. So my friends, the mentors, they're amazing mentors like Bharat Supra is there, Kiran is there. So they're amazing mentors and coaches of Peak Impact Mentorship, right? So the mentors will turn your head to the sky. And believe me, friends, it will be painful. It's not a smooth journey. Suddenly you will do something, tomorrow you will be successful. No, it's not like that. You have to go ups and downs. There will be ups and downs in life. And the most challenging things are you are surrounded by chickens. So you have to have that association of eagles so that they will try to push you hard. They will show you that, see, man, I can also fly. You can also fly. Your belief system will change. You will read powerful books like What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, Always we are thinking negative. अरे मुझसे तो नहीं हो पाएगा. अरे Mercedes BMW छोड़ो, ऐसा तो बकवास, ऐसा corrupt चीज है. But it's not like that. Once you read that book, you will know that how negatively society programs you to be chickens. So friends, read the books and become eagles, and always be in constant touch with the mentors, right? So, and the short story, very interesting story I will share you. It's a very funny and as well as very interesting. So one day what happened, there was a guy in a Mercedes. Okay, he was standing in the traffic light. So suddenly one teenager came in front of the Mercedes, and the man was also shocked. Why suddenly it came? The teenager told, wow, he was so amazed, struck, such a beautiful Mercedes, black car, such a huge length. He has never seen such a beautiful car in his life. So he thought that I also want to buy this car. I was also want to have a Mercedes in my life. So then the man in the Mercedes asked him one question: what do you want to become when you grow up? So the teenager told, I want to become a IT manager in a top-notch company. So the man in the Mercedes asked him another powerful question. He asked, how many IT managers in a top-notch company have you seen driving Mercedes? The teenager told, I don't want to become IT manager. See, right there, he was his mentor. How was this? Because like this, every day, friends, if you don't have a clear picture, and if you don't know what you want in life, and if you are not riding the correct vehicle, anybody and everybody will shatter your belief system, right? So you have to, you have to stand for something, or else you will fall for everything. So you have to think on the story. You have to understand the story. What is there, right? So you will always need a mentor. So if you see, you have to be very crystal clear about what you want in life and whether you are in the right vehicle which will take you there. Suppose now you want to go from India to US. You have a dream that I want to go, but you have bought the luxurious bike. Then also you cannot go, right? You have to take a flight. So even if you are in the top-notch company, if you are not able to meet that goal, it is of no use, right? You are in the wrong vehicle. You are working in the wrong direction. So so here, what helped me tremendously was the wheel of life and the 30 dream list. That was the amazing tool. Like Kiran was telling, one of the tool was the disc assessment. That you have to know yourself to grow yourself, right? So you have to, do the assessment, do the wheel of life assessment, and get the 30 dream list. The person who has invited you, the mentors, the coaches, they can help you with how you can design your own life, right? So now coming to the definition of mentor, I talked so much thing about mentor. So who is actually a mentor? You must be confused, right? So a mentor is a person who has what you want in life, or at least going in that direction. Suppose you want to become a singer, Sachin Tendulkar के पास जाएंगे क्या? If you want to become a cricketer, Lata Mangeshkar के पास जाएंगे? No, na. You have to know where you want to be. What is your goal in your life? And the mentor is a person who has what you want in life, or at least going in that direction, right? The next thing is, don't take mentorship out of relationship. Most people including me, I also did that. Kabhi bhaiya ko bana dete hai, kabhi papa ko, right? Kabhi I make the boss my mentor. You are my mentor, you teach me the coding, I will learn C++, Java. But have you seen, is he driving Mercedes? I want a Mercedes. If he's not a Mercedes, he's not a mentor for me, right? If you see Mr. Vijay, he's so successful in his venture, right? He can easily mentor. The PIM, it's such a beautiful platform. The book reading club, the Saturday workshop, and they are so affordable, 100 rupees per session. Really? Everybody can attend it every time, right? It's only 400 rupees per month. So it is such a wonderful, and the delivery, the content you get, let me tell you, friends, it's not of 100 rupees. You get in $100. It is the worth material of $100, and you have to go at least 4 to 5 times through it, right? So the first thing is, you have to be very, very clear why you want a mentor. And I can give you another analogy. It's a very good analogy. So have you seen the side view mirror of a car? So why it's there? Why is the side view mirror of a car? If you see, it is there to cover your blind spots. It is there to cover you also, the area which is called that you also don't know that you don't know, right? So it is there, and it is there to avoid collision. You can see from behind who is coming, right? That is the side view mirror of a car. And if you observe, you always don't look at the side view mirror of a car. Similarly is with the mentor. You, ऐसा नहीं कि हम every day we are talking with a mentor, the PM coaches. No, it's not like that. You have to talk in a while, and then you have to act upon what are the decisions that they have taken in that call, right? Like the side view mirror of a car. If we look every time in the side view mirror of the car, if you're talking every time with the mentor, For small things we are coming to the mentor, then you will really crash the car, right? You have to focus on the windshield, but sometimes once in a while you have to look in the mirror, side view mirror, right? So your first priority as a mentee should be to have a very strong relationship, a bond with your mentor and your coaches, because for you there is one mentor, but for the mentor there are many mentees, right? So as a mentee you have to be teachable, you have to be accountable, you have to prove your worth, that to your mentor that you are worth, that they will invest your time and energy with you, right? So always have an attitude for the gratitude, all for the team coaches, because they are doing it so selflessly, right? Do send a thank you message for inviting you to this amazing club. And always remember, friends, you can be a good mentor to your others. You can always be a good mentor to others, but you can never be a good mentor to yourself. Thank you so much, Bharat Supra, for inviting me to this amazing book club. This is Prosenjit signing off until we meet again.
Thank you so much, Prashanjit. Very powerful start with a great story of the eagle and the chicken, I would say. And very humorly added the example of Mercedes, which stick to my brain, I would say. Breathlessly you were talking, but every single point means a lot and it has a lot of in-depth if we really attentively listen to all of your line, I would say. But yeah, wrongly or indirectly, we don't know, we have surrounded ourselves with chicken and we are thinking we are not able to fly. So we should come out of that comfort zone, what I personally feel. I think even sometimes I also bind myself. I have to come out and reach out to my mentors for help. What I personally feel is, yeah.
Correct.
Personally, I like the way you delivered the content. I could see the smile throughout the speech, and you delivered it wonderfully. Thank you so much. Right from the story to the humor in between, and ending up with actual action points that we need to do. Right. Thank you so much, Prasanjit.
Thank you.
Last week we had your brother.
Reflection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. Both of you are amazing speakers, and you are adding so much value to our PIM community as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we'll move on to next Shraddha. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi. Hello. And a very good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah, Shraddha, good to start. Yeah.
Okay. So my topic today is how to develop the power of belief. And it is from a very beautiful book, Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Scott. And from the time I have given this topic, I am like so excited and so much fallen for this topic, the power of belief, because I personally feel that the power of the believing in self is one of the biggest asset and the first step towards anyone's success. A belief, all human beings, if you see, are just nothing but belief systems. A belief is a feeling of certainty of a particular thing. It is actually a passive knowing, and we all live in our lives with our belief system. It is always based upon our knowledge and our experiences. Regarding believing in ourselves, I must say that our mentality is actually our reality. And there's a very famous saying by Henry Ford, and it is actually true, that he said that whether you think you can or you think you cannot, you are right. It simply means that believing in something is the key to seeing it and working it into a reality. So I'll be true to your friends. It really doesn't matter that other doesn't believe in you, as long as you believe in yourself. So the first step towards success is to believe in yourself. You cannot avoid it. You cannot afford to avoid it. So here are three steps. If you will follow, you can develop a positive belief in yourself. So the first step here is always think of success and never of failure. It is simply an attitude game, whenever any opportunity appears, always think I can do it and never I can't. whenever we will think of that things like I can succeed, then automatically we will create a plan which produces success. So this is the first point. The second is, always remind yourself that you are better than you think you are. You should repeat it and use it as your daily morning affirmations. And the third point is, believe in big. If you will think of small goals, you will expect less, you will get less. But if you will have a big goal, you will simply win big success. So these are the 3 points. If you will work on, you will get success. And friends, now this is the time, as we are here in book club also, and we are getting so many things. So this is the time to escape from our mental limitations. We should escape from our mental limitations, and we should set a life and a belief system where we can believe in we can have a belief in ourselves, and stop our limit our thinking that our potential is limited. So this is all for today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shraddha. As always, you come with a lot of preparation, which is always visible in your talk. And I'm really very much impressed with that, because when you deliver something in content and when you put little effort to that, I'm not saying major time, but a small effort, that becomes more visible, and you start becoming more audience friendly, I would say, which is visible in your talk. So talking about belief, this all our topic are very similar when you see most of the book when we read. But the way we represent it in a different approach makes our talk very different from the previous talk. So that's the thing which I really loved today, what you talked about, Shraddha. Thank you so much. Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shraddha, again for a wonderful topic and the way you delivered the content right on time as well. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have
Can we have a picture? I would request everybody to turn on your video once. We'll take a picture before we go on to the next speaker.
Bharat is super duper excited these days to take pics of everyone.
Okay. Others, yeah. All happy faces. Smile, please.
Smile, please. Thank you so much.
Okay, I missed Zazir and Devendra.
We'll take one more.
Okay. 1 second, 1 second. Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Next, Mauni, you can go.
Yes, I'll spotlight her. Where is she? Here. Okay, get started.
Yeah.
Hi, can you hear me? Hi, Bharat, and hi, Supra.
Yeah, hello.
This is Moni. I am
Moni, if
from.
possible, little louder, little more. Yes.
Yeah, can you hear me
Thank
now?
you. Thank you. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, thank you. I am from Andhra Pradesh. I'm currently working in IT industry. Today my topic is about how to live a happy life and a balanced life. I took from the book called Life's Amazing Secret. Today I want to share about I took an example as life as a car. Everyone has a life, four wheels. Like car depends on your four wheels. Similarly, we are depends on four life. Everyone has a four lives, like personal life, relationship life, work life, mm, and the social contribution life. Sometimes we are giving more importance to one life. Like example, work life, it will may take more focus than personal life. Similarly, personal life may take more focus than uh, personal life of work life. Like we are traveling in a car, we know the way of the destination, but we don't know. Uh, uh, we know the way of destination, but we sometimes we stop in the traffic jam. In similar way, when we are the traffic jam as in our mind also. In similar way, we know the destination, the way of destination, but we don't know the how to control our minds. We know we overcome the like overcome the uh, what overcome the clearness and how to overcome the everything, so we can reach our goal. Then we can lead a happy and clear life, balanced life. Thank you.
Wonderful, Moni. It's your first talk, and excellently of shared the content. It's about having a balanced life. So initially, also I was talking about wheel of life, right? So this is also similar topic. Yeah, like how Moni has mentioned, right? So all the four tires, if they are working properly, only we can reach our destination. If any of those tires is not working properly, let's say if your personal life is not proper, or if your career is not proper, right? So little bit of imbalance happens, and we'll not be able to reach our destination smoothly. Thank you so much, Moni, for bringing this topic to us.
Thank you, Moni. And any kind of talk, when we do, we put an example. Our talk makes it much proper and very defined way, actually. And you did that, the example of traffic and all. It was very nice, I would say.
Yeah. Analogy is very good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have Zazir next.
Yes. Zazir, you can go next.
Spotlight.
Yeah. Hey. Pardon me for the video because I'm using my mobile.
Yeah, go ahead with the audio, no problem. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm pretty much happy, after a long time I'm back to the book club. Happy to hear you all. So hope everyone is doing.
Sorry,
good.
Zazir, can you unmute?
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So I was very happy to be back to book club after a pretty long time. So happy to hear you all. Okay, cool. Fine. So today I have my topic called Mastermind Alliance, which is I could closely resonate to how our PIM or our book club works actually. So we all are certain individuals with certain dreams, but today we are here for achieving a certain goal, like personal. Maybe it may be attaining a personal growth or personal achievement. We are all here with a certain goal, certain commitment. Yeah. So mastermind is something like that. So it was first introduced in the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So what the bookish definition says is, it consists of two or more people working together in a perfect harmony in attainment of a definite purpose. So a simple definition. So don't make this take this as wrong, because this is not something we have the business meetings in our offices or other kind of management meeting. Concentrate on the word in perfect harmony. So that means people come together with knowing each other or with a certain attainment, a certain goal. So that's what our PIM or book club is all about. We are here to attain the personal growth. So it's based on the principle like two heads are more better than one. So when we all combine together, we all achieve our personal success. So now here are some interesting facts about the mastermind, which gives us an idea how important or how necessary it is, and to embrace this principle to attain our personal success, whether in our occupation or our personal life. So it is a principle through which you may choose to borrow the education, the experience, or perhaps the capital of others in attainment of one's personal growth. So what we have here is in PIM, people share different experiences. That's why we are here, and we put that experience in our life, or the studies in our life, and make our life successful. Right. So it is a principle that you can accomplish something in 1 year more than you could accomplish in your lifetime if you depend entirely on your own for the success. So consider this scenario. So I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Okay. So if I am my own boss and I work alone, but here there is a problem, right? So without a boss, there is no one to monitor me or give feedback on something. So I could waste a lot of time doing things that are not pretty much important. Or without co-workers, I wouldn't have any sort of good ideas rather than my own ideas. So that's what the goal of the entire mastermind is. So I could find someone else who is similar to me and get much of ideas. So two brains working together could bring amazing ideas. So that's what the mastermind is all about. It's a common goal which could help us to achieve more success. That's what the principle says: two heads are better than one. So that's the same thing which helped Apple, the owner of the Apple, the Steve Jobs, along with Steve Wozniak, to make it $1 billion business. or whether it takes Google, the Larry Page and Sergey Brin's work together to make it successful. And that's the same thing what John C. Maxwell is helping us with PIM. He transfers this to Vijay sir, and with him we are all together in this part achieving our success here. So last but not the least, to be honest, PIM has helped me a lot personally in my corporate career. I have already discussed with this with Bharat and all. Yeah, it's really helping me a lot because the experience the people are sharing and the content that we're getting from the PIM is really helping me in my corporate culture. So that's all for the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jazir, and welcome back again after a gap. You were mentioning it. We always have something emergency, something personal. That's okay. I mean, say it's not like you have to worry or you have to go into guilt mode. But yeah, some priorities are there in life which happens. We also do have all those things. So when we get back into track, that is much more important. And I'm very happy to see you today with your talk being ready.
Yeah, and one thing to mention here is he's so much dedicated about his personal goal. Sometimes even if he misses a session, right, he'll ping me like on Friday and he'll ask me, Bharat, I need the recording of that session. So that much dedicated he is, and I could see that the way he has grown from the initial days of our book club to till now. So wonderful delivery. And one thing I wanted to mention about mastermind alliances, it's a powerful concept, guys. Please be aware of it. For example, I'll give you a best example. Henry Ford, you would have heard, right? So Henry Ford is a seventh class pass out. Yeah, but he has established a huge organization. How did he do it? It's because of mastermind alliance concept. So do read the book and get to know more about it. Jazir will share the details about the book and everything. Please go through it and be aware of this powerful concept and see how you can implement it in your life. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, there are a few new folks. Sasi has pinged the number. Thank you so much, Sasi. You can reach out to us. We'll get in touch one-on-one, one-to-one, and we'll share you the details and agenda of our book club. Okay. And we have now the brother and sister, Samir and Sonali. Who's gonna go first?
We should make a toss for
Am I audible?
Yes, Sonali, you can start.
Your
Okay.
brother has
Okay. So good evening, everyone. Thank you. Good evening, good evening, everyone. Thank you for giving me such a wonderful opportunity to talk over here. I wanted to talk from the book Think and Grow Rich. So I am going to talk from the chapter auto suggestion. Auto suggestion is a term which applies to all suggestions and all self administrated inspiration which reach one's mind through awake our pancha-indriya. Nature has so built man that he has control over the object which reach his subconscious mind through five pancha-indriya, and those are eyes, nose, and tongue, skin, and ear. So my question is how to control our pancha-indriya. Its answer is self-discipline and practice. It is a type of exercise. Then after that, our pancha-indriya will be awake and we are able to reach our goal. And most important thing that you can do to control your five senses by doing meditation. So if you observe most of the famous personality and great sages like Vivekananda and Swami Mukundanand, they also focus in meditation. So every successful people are doing like that. So they becoming a successful person and create history, and they wrote their life in their own hand, and they become a missile for other people. I wanted to give an example of a very famous sports person who won first silver medal for India in Olympic. His name is Rajbardhan Singh Rathore. He always used to say, I am the winner, I am the best before every match. So that he make his subconscious mind to get activated. So I want to summarize my topic. Everyone have quality and knowledge because we have a mind. When we are thought in our subconscious mind and go with positive thinking, that is I can do it in any situation. So that statement ignite our dormant mind. Then after that, it become activated our panchayendriya. Then we are able to write our own successful future in our own hand. And thank you for listening to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sonali. Very beautifully prepared the content, I would say. Auto suggestion, I have heard it from most of them, but the connecting point with the five senses was wonderful, I would say. And when you said about when you mentioned about the meditation, connecting with the yogis, it makes a bigger difference because whatever we do in our day-to-day life, it actually interlinks with of all the five senses or the pancha indriya which you are talking about, and that makes the talk today very powerful, I would say. Thank you so much again.
Okay, thank you so much.
Samir, you are ready?
Yes, I wanted to go next.
Yes.
And one more thing I wanted to add to Sonali's point is, like, if you talk about the famous personality that she mentioned, like if you talk about Swami Vivekananda, Gaur Gopal Das, or Swami Mukundananda, there are different personalities are there. So what they generally talks is, like meditation, they defines in their other way. Like they talks like words, like pictures are more powerful than words. Like people used to meditate like 100 times japam or something. They used to do like that. But if you do Rupa Dhyanam, that is the one of the famous quotation, Rupa Dhyanam, where you have to bring your own, own Lord or own image in front of you, whoever you actually admires to, and wanted to meditate upon it. So those are really powerful, because that is the real image in front of you, and you try doing it for multiple times, because pictures are like, our mind understand picture better than words. That's why in the small child also, they used to show more pictures compared to words and all. So that is the one famous things I have found in most of the brilliant personalities and all.
Yeah. Very, very nicely added to that, Samir. Yeah.
So I would like to go next with my topic, and I asked to talk about your core financial values from the business of 21st century. So I would like to cover all the four quadrants that a normal entrepreneur go through, or a normal personality, whoever wanted to become big or wanted to touch the pinnacle. They always go through these four basic quadrants, which we call the business, like the four core the core financial values. So the first is E. So these kind of people always thinks that I'm looking for a safe, secure job and with a good pay and excellent benefits. So these are the people who always wanted to be in the secure zone. Like I have a couple of friends who always wanted to be in the bank, and they wanted to have a railway job and something like that. They always wanted to have a government job with a secure salary and secure job and all. They wanted to come out of the college. They wanted to have preparation for 1 year, something like that. They wanted to completely dedicate their time on that, and they want a secure job. So those kind of people comes under E quadrant people. Then comes S quadrant people. So those are the people who comes like, these are the people who always think, if you want something done right, do it yourself. These kind of people are independent people. Like they started forming their small teams. Suppose they are into some areas where like they are already into a sales mode, where they wanted to have their own team, and they wanted to expand their branch or something like that. So those are the people, those who come to S quadrant. Like they first people are E quadrant, then those people can move to S quadrant. Again, the same flow continues, and we'll find those kind of people to come to B quadrant, where they will look for, I'm looking for the best people to join my team. So these are the people, they will have some itching in their mind, and they will start looking for a better team. They always wanted to find the best people to make an organization for any startup or something like that. They will search for the people who are quite best compared to them, and they will look for the people who are good at sales. They will look for the people there who are good at marketing and stuff like that, because they will have the startup mindset, and they will start planning it, executing it, and stuff like that. So those are the people who will come under B quadrant. And the next quadrant of people will be I. So they will be always focusing on what's my return of investment. So these are the people who will be always looking for financially independence, and they will be looking for some or other business, so that they will come out of their regular stuff. And as Bharat was mentioning about, he was talking about the wheel of life. They will be have the complete mindset or the complete picture of wheel of life. They will be thinking that, okay, how can I be financially independent so that my wheel of life will be completely circular and I can spend my entire life with all and focusing with everything or something like that. So they will start searching for that one. The best example I would like to give is the CEO. Like previously I used to work for Miracle Software System, which was there in Vizag. So the CEO was the current CEO is Mr. Prasad Lokam. So he always used to tell the story of him. Like he was the personality I found, and I could relate the complete, starting from the E quadrant to S quadrant to B quadrant to I quadrant. Like he was from the starting initial BTech, then he is graduated from Andhra University, then he went to US for MS and all. The moment he landed in US, he found the US as a beautiful, and he wanted to create the same situation in Vizag. He wanted to do something bigger. So he started creating his own startup called Miracle Software System in US. Then he came back to India. Then he had the team as the first is as if I go to the quadrant basis level. So first he was in E quadrant, then he moved to S quadrant, where he wanted to do something different from others, and he wanted to bring the change in Vizag because he loved that so much. Then he moved to B, where he started forming his own team and stuff like that. Then finally he became I, where he had the completely set up his own venture in Vizag and different other state as well. So he completely became the entrepreneur at the end of the day. So that's how I could relate to his story with the all personality like ESBI. So these are the four quadrant. So finally, I wanted to conclude my talk with this. Is like it takes courage to discover, develop, and donate. You are genuine to the world. Like you have to be something different to do something different.
Very
Thank you
wonderful.
for listening to me.
Yeah. Very nicely covered and very nicely narrated the quadrant, I would say. Every one of us start as an employee, then slowly we have to be self-employed, then we become a business owner. And when he was explaining about the business owner, then comes the investor mentality or the investor. So how this actually works? It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. It doesn't happen automatically. Effort has to put to reach you to become that investor personality. So when Zazir was covering the Mastermind Alliance, this is how it is. Henry Ford, being a 7th grade, how can he have the people of Mastermind? So how was he an investor? He took the people who is expert in one of the different technology. So if you guys are expert in one technology, I hire all of them. He did the same. He hires them, he makes them work, and he runs a company. And he becomes very successful. Do you know all those IT engineer over there? Or you know Henry Ford over there? So that's the difference between each and everyone becoming a specialized and still he becoming an investor. That's how it is. Yeah. Thank you, Samir, for covering the quadrant.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We have Sai Vinith next. He has a very wonderful topic today. I'll spotlight you, Sai, 1 minute. Yes, you can switch on your video if possible, or you can get started. Yes, you can start.
Hello, is my voice audible?
Yes, we can hear you clearly. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm not able to on the video due to connection was less.
I think we are good to hear you. You can get started. Or you have some problem, network issue?
Yeah, that's the reason I think my voice is a little breaking, I guess. But is it now okay?
Not breaking, it's just coming in delay. So I think it is good. We'll get it in 2 seconds delay, no problem. Yeah. Sai, can you hear us?
Okay, that's great. Happy night all. I think it's not an evening now. So before going to my topic, myself Sai, I'm basically born in Telangana and right now I'm in Karnataka, Bangalore. Today I want to discuss something important to every one of us. So my topic, I read a book called Strength Finder. It was read by Supra. So she was talking on the topic, so I was inspired by that. So I asked her, she told it was a good book, so go for it. So then I taken it and I read it. When I'm reading, I was into many points that I was having some picture about me, but I was not knowing what are my perfectly strengths. And after reading this book, I got some into good picture how the strength basically is, and how can we make it in different way. So when I read this book, I want to share few things that which will help us all. The first thing, I understood what is strength. So basically I was thinking that strength is something inbuilt and it's naturally born, and I was thinking that it will be differed for everyone, and no one will get new strengths. I was having a lot of confusions, but after reading this book, I got some good picture. In this, he will tells us that strength is nothing but the uh, the talent which we have and the investment which we do, that is multiplication. It will be equal to strength. So the talent, it can be naturally born, or it can be keep on practicing, you may get it. And the investment, the level of the thing which you have, you will be keep on repeating the things, that is called investment. If you multiply both, that will be equal to strength. And in our life we have lot of strengths, and what happens was, like, we think that we are good at it, and we keep on doing the thing, but we don't know that can be converted into strength also, so we will neglect it. But in this book, he will explain us about different 34 strengths, what is very important and essential for our life. In this, I like the main thing was, he will tells us about connections. So if you want to achieve anything in your life without having great connections, you will be not moving to this world. He will explain clearly like how the connections will help you in bigger way. And one more thing was discipline. So I understood that we all have discipline, but if you make strength as a discipline, that will take you in a different level of in your life, and you can achieve whatever you want. And one more thing, he will be explaining that consistency. So I understood that consistency was a normal thing, but if you make the consistency as a strength, that will, you will be doing the things which you wanted more, and you will be starting focusing on things more, then you will be reaching wherever you want. And one more thing in this, and like he mentioned different 34 things, by reading every point, I understood that once we start making our habits into strengths, and once we start focusing more on it, it will be a great. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sai. Right on time. I was about to show you and help you, but you did not give me a chance to do that. But yeah, I would say Strength Finder is one of the very strong topic for every individual, because if you observe, we always keep on focusing our weaknesses rather than our strength. We keep saying that mera ye acha nahi hai. I don't have that particular quality like what Sashi has. I would compare myself with Sai and say that Sai is a very avid reader and I'm not able to read like him. But I have my own strength. I should really work upon that with discipline and consistency. This is the two things which you really touched upon, which can make you a better personality and make your level of growth more, because career growth is one perspective and personal growth is the parallel line of it. So you have to move parallel in your life, touching the wheel of life concept, and that will help you. And thank you so much, Sai, for touching on the Strength Finder book. It is really wonderful one, I would say. Yeah, thank you.
Actually, I want to talk more. I want to see my face and talk. I can't talk without seeing my face. That's the reason I was not able to put many things.
No, the talk was really good. See, I have noted down the important points. I think it was good from my end. If you are not self-content, then we can have the talk again. No worries.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Anyone else would like to add anything or tell anything before I talk about the books and other things?
I
No
will
one?
request everyone to make a reading habit as a consistency. Why? Because the reading, see, basically, like, I want to share my personal experience with you all. Why? Because I just felt like telling to everyone. I started my reading as normal person, but when I feel like reading, at that starting phase, I was not that much interested. But when I deep into it, I used to enjoy. I see movies a lot, I see series a lot, but when I read a book, I feel like relaxation. The relaxation will not be getting if you talk to a stranger or if you talk to your loved one also. That's an it's a beautiful feel, I can tell. If you want to feel that, you need to be very consistency, and the consistency doesn't mean that you need to read hundreds of pages a day. Consistency mean that if you read 10 pages today, you should at least read one page tomorrow, and day after tomorrow also you can read one page. You keep on doing this daily, that is called consistency. Once you reach around 21 days, it's an psychologically proved 21 days. If you reach that 21 days, you'll automatically reach 90 days. If you reach 90 days, you will be keep on doing for your lifelong. I request and I suggest for all of you, habituate for reading, but because it helps you a lot. That's all.
Thank you so much, Sai, for adding all those pointers for everyone. I hope it would make some value add to people who are willing to start reading a book or who are still struggling or not getting time. I had a wonderful talk for all of you guys, but maybe we'll have it in the next session so everyone gets benefited out of it. Yeah, that's all from my end. And let's get connected one-on-one, guys, so I can help you with the book topic. And we have thank you so much to Sai for his contribution, and I would say thanks to Sashi for getting up dressed very properly and coming. That means a lot when you're sitting in a great forum, actually. So the first thing, I never had a talk on this part, but the moment you are a speaker in a club, the first impression is the look, and that represents your body language, your background, the way you talk. It comes secondary, but someone who sees the first sight falls on you, that represents what you as an individual is. So a good improvement, a good change, appreciated. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night, and hope you have done your dinner. If not, please go and have early. It's a tip from my side that please finish your dinner by 8 p.m., not too late beyond that. Yeah, thank you so much. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Supra. Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone.
thank you so
Good
much.
night.
Thank you. Bye. Good
Thank
night,
you.
everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Supraji. Yeah, bye.
Thank you. Bye, Shahid.